Govan, Scotland. It's 9 o'clock on the morning of the 7th of July 2009. In less than an hour, the very first cut will be made in the steel for the biggest warship ever to be built in Great Britain. Glasgow's Govan shipyard is a hive of activity. There's a lot to do, not least the laying of a long red carpet in one of their main heavy construction sheds. Govan used to be at the centre of Clyde shipbuilding, but steadily declined during the 1930s to become an overspill for the Gorbals slums, and then a byword for poverty and destitution. Even now, the main street running parallel to the dockyard is lined with empty stores and failed businesses, leaving only off-licenses, pawnbrokers, and betting shops. But all that could be about to change. BAE Systems has secured a massive new order for substantial sections of the two new supercarriers at its surface ship operations. HMS Queen Elizabeth and HMS Prince of Wales will create thousands of jobs over many years for Govan. It could be a fairy tale turnaround. And all the best fairy tales start with a princess. At 9:20, police motorbike outriders with blue lights flashing lead a retinue of vehicles through the main dockyard gates. At the rear is a highly polished black Daimler with a small multicoloured flag attached to its bonnet. The royal crest ripples in the strong breeze from the Firth. The limousine stops in front of the vast British aerospace fabricating plant. A young rating steps forward, opens the rear door and snaps a smart salute. Her Royal Highness Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, is ushered inside by her equerry and bodyguards, followed by an entourage of high-ranking naval officers, grey-suited industrialists, and Scottish political notables. The red carpet now stretches from the huge sliding doors at the north end of the cavernous space to a raised dais at its southern end. On either side, variously attired in blue, orange, or white overalls, is a small army of marine engineers, steelworkers, blockmakers, welders, fabricators, scaffolders, electricians, riggers, plumbers, rope makers, and carpenters. They cheer as the royal entourage walks past. Accompanied by her husband, Vice Admiral Tim Lawrence in full dress uniform, the princess is herself bedecked in the livery of a rear admiral, her honorary rank. Smiling brightly, she pauses to chat with anyone who catches her eye. "And what do you do?" she asks a tall, nervous-looking man in freshly ironed orange overalls. He hesitates for a second, struggling to recall what it said on the main board about addressing the princess, and takes the belt and braces option. "Your Royal Highness, ma'am, I'm a welder." "Looking forward to building this ship?" "Aye, ma'am." He hits his stride. "It's going to be a grand job, and great for Govan, great for Scotland." The princess moves on to a young woman in bright white overalls and gleaming hard hat. "And what's your job?" "I'm an apprentice engineer, ma'am." "How old are you?" 18, ma'am." "So, how old will you be when the ship is finished?" 26. "Do you think you'll still be here then?" "I don't know, ma'am. Hope so." The Princess Royal proceeds to the dais, where she's greeted by Admiral Sir Jonathan Band, the redoubtable First Sea Lord. Coming to the end of his term in office, he's been a long-time champion of the QE class of carrier, despite escalating costs and delays to the start of construction, and sees today as a big tick in the box. "This ship represents the future of the Royal Navy," he told the press posse earlier. "We're not punching above our weight. The simple truth is that if Britain wants to remain a major power, these ships are essential." Typically forthright in response to probing questions about delivery, schedule, and budget, he was adamant that the nation would be getting a big bang for its buck. At 65,000 tons, HMS Queen Elizabeth and HMS Prince of Wales will not only be the biggest warships ever built for the Royal Navy, but also the most powerful and advanced in terms of military technology and stealth capabilities, especially when married to the F-35B Lightning stealth fighter.